I could put your man on, girl, let the crop go. Take his whole face off, hit him with the hollow. Is she ready? Will she bring me back Fetty? Walk up and down, Eddie turn tricks in the telly. Got the top floor smelly. Why it tastes like grape jelly? I'ma hold it down for all my loved ones, really.
YouTube, what up? It's your boy Rudes. Alright, on this one I'm gonna show you how to do a basic fade, about a mid-high fade. I'm a man right here. What I'm doing right now is just setting up the initial guideline. These are my balders. They're not your ordinary balder, guys. I used the seniors, cordless seniors. Swapped out the blade. I put the balding blade on it. I put the ceramic blade on it. These suckers are smooth and sharp, and there ain't no wire attached to them. You can use any kind of clipper as long as it's like raw, and just switch out the balding blade to it. I don't like using my trimmers to bald out, to be honest. I feel like it dulls out the blade. Alright guys, so when it comes to setting up your initial guideline, and this is for all the beginners out there, you want to make sure it's consistent. So whether it's a low fade, high fade, mid fade, whatever it is, make sure it's the same on both sides. Okay, so right here how I'm doing a mid-high fade, I'm not going to show no C-cup. I'm going to hit it right in the corner above that C-cup where it would be, and I'm gonna make sure I do the same on the other side, and then on the back I'm just slightly dropping it a bit. Alright, so with my babyless shaver, I'm gonna go ahead and shave up my client. I don't bring it all the way up to the initial guideline. I try to stay below it, and I try to flick out when I'm around that area. Everywhere underneath that, I go over a few times, make sure it's nice and smooth. Try not to go over it too many times because you can cause irritation to the skin. And any kind of shaver will work, guys, whether you prefer walls, Andes, they all do the job. The bronze, series 9 or whatever series, it's really just preference, guys, what you guys prefer. You could also use a razor. Now when it comes to the razor, the shaver, I would consult that with your client, because some people break out with either or, so just be careful with that. So with my wall cordless seniors, I have the lever all the way open, which is equivalent to a half, and I'm going up about a full inch all the way around, and I'm being consistent with it. Alright guys, so as I close the lever up a bit, I'm gonna stay underneath a bit, and by the time I close it halfway, I'm gonna be right halfway from where I set that second guideline and from where it's the 0, and then by the time it's closed all the way, I'm just basically knocking out that bottom line, you guys. You know what I mean? It's all measurements. You're closing it up more, it's getting shorter, closer to the blade, so you're staying lower, if that makes any sense. See, that's me fading down. I also fade up. I mean, it's just whatever mood I'm in, I get bored. So you can fade down, you can fade up, it's all on you. notice I flick out too. Like when I set my guidelines, I don't set them in harsh unless I know I can take them out and stuff. But if, let's say my man here had like long hair on top, I'll be definitely flicking out. I wouldn't be just going straight up with it. You know what I mean? But since I already know my man's head, I know his head kind of curves in upwards on top. I usually get it nice and tight, you know. But it's just, you're gonna learn when it comes to different haircuts, hairstyles, really how to approach it. So it's all practice. Practice makes perfect, and don't get discouraged, guys. Keep practicing. Oh, and this technique right here, man, it took me so long to really anybody told me how to do it, because I didn't know how to take that first line at the bottom. I thought it was just the clipper close all the way that would take it down, and it took me time, man. It took me time to understand this right here. So the trimmer gets way closer to the scalp than a regular clipper closed. You might get away with it sometimes with the clipper closed if you have a zero gap, sometimes. But the trimmer right here, you come at it at the bottom, ooh, you take that line out immediately. Just be careful not to bring it up too much, because then you got to bring that fade back up, you know what I mean? But yeah, check it out. Look at that. I'm just attacking that bottom line. Boom, 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 and then there you go. What line? There ain't no line no more. So from here, check it out. It's time for the next step. We're gonna get the number 1 guard. We're gonna go up about another, I'm gonna go about half an inch right here, because as you can see, there's less and less room to work with, because I'm getting pretty high to the top. So I'm going up half an inch with the number 1. Whenever you're going with a certain number and you're coming back to fade into that number with a lower number, don't ever bring that lower number all the way to where you left off with the higher number, because now you just raised up the fade. And I'm being extra careful right here with my man, because I only have a little bit of room to work with. So when I put the half guard and I'm gonna blend that into the number 1 guard, I'm literally just barely going up 1/4 of an inch. You know what I mean? Sometimes it helps to even just use the corner of the blade. Also keep in mind that when I started with the lever open, that is equivalent to the half guard. So when you do slap the half guard on, open it up a little bit, just so you can blend from that lever open to the number 1.
FlawlessTracks.net.
So right here I went ahead and slapped in the 1.5 guard. This is basically softening everything up right around the crown area, the high point of the crown area. So I'm softening everything up, and this really is gonna just bring everything together. It's not gonna make it look heavy around those areas, and it's just gonna make it look like a nice clean fade. And basically after that you're done. But you can go ahead and still go in with the clipper of a comb and just get those couple extra hairs that are longer, that are sticking out just a bit. You know what I mean? You're basically, once you're done with the fade with the clipper of a comb, all you're doing is just shaping up the whole haircut. So you got the fade down, now you're getting the shape down. You want to make sure that you dust your client down, guys. And if you thought you were done, you're not. You want to go over it one more time on top, just because you could have missed some hairs, you know. And then you don't want to make your client feel like you're rushing him off the chair. Even though, let's say you get so good at cutting hair, you could do that in 20 minutes, 15 minutes. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you want to give him a good service. My man right here, shit, we got it on record. I've cut his haircut like in 9 minutes, 9 minutes. And, you know what I mean? But that's comes with practice. That's comes with being familiar with the haircut, the client, the hair texture, and whatnot, and how to approach it. And as you get better and better, you start building these shortcuts yourself. You know what I mean? Get uncomfortable sometimes. That's the key. Get uncomfortable. Disappoint, guys, but ain't no pushbacks gonna happen on this video right here with my babyless trimmers. I'm just gonna go ahead and touch up my man's lineup. Alright, so when you're doing a lineup, go ahead and go off of the highest point. From there, keep your blade straight, man, horizontally, and just work your way to the left, to the right, whatever you're more comfortable. Use your mirrors as you go, and there's no need for you to push it back. Hit the corners as well, don't push the corners back. Unless your client has a receding lineup and he's okay with you, he gives you the go to go in, then go in. But other than that, make sure you confirm every time. so right here we're using the straight razor. This is the icing on top, guys. Remember, this is gonna make every line sharp. This is gonna make the haircut stick out. So make sure you practice with your straight razor, whether you need to practice on a balloon, people's arms, people's legs, your own face, you know what I mean? Watch those degrees, watch your freehand, your backstroke. Make sure you pull the skin, make sure you're stretching it out, make sure you're moisturizing the skin, you know what I mean? If you need to do a hot towel, my man, do a hot towel, whatever you gotta do to get that shaving. Yeah, don't do what I'm doing right here. I'm not using anything on my client. I'm even doing it with one hand. You know what I mean? But this comes with practice. You guys don't try this right away off the bat, because I'm guarantee you probably gonna cut your client. See, right now I'm very comfortable, very comfortable. Alright guys, so we're basically getting to the end of the video. I'm just hitting all the final touches, and keep this in mind, guys. Everything you do, you might think it's like a little detail, it goes a long ways, trust me. So make sure you don't leave no hair behind, you know, any unwanted hair like around the neck, behind the ear. Like, make sure you check all these little spots, because it could be a nice, very nice clean cut, and you leave 1-2 hairs behind the ear, you know what I mean? That kills it, man. So I'm gonna try to keep everybody updated, drop more content, and I'll keep everybody, you know, up to date. I'm gonna try to drop it once a month. I'll try, but just check me out. If you guys have any comments, you know what I mean, hit me up on the comment box. Reach out for me at Instagram, Root Cuts, and hey boy, I'm out.